Yeah, that's vaguely familiar. We see this lane's going pretty... Oh, I mean, if Mizu gets another bash, that's first blood. But look to try and find the tiny bit. CTM, the IO, it's too much to stay in the G's. It dropped and boom. How do they do it?
Oh, that's why. Give me a little extra.
Oh, that's okay.
My
cool.
girl live it. All right, I'll take it.
So IO to amplify, but I feel like an Ursa
HP, and you're able to put a ton of harassing onto the tower. The raw being used onto In Your Dream. Good use of the cold embrace to be able to save him from the majority of the damage coming out, and they might even look to turn it around onto Yopaj as the GP comes in from Jokam, but just not feeling too confident to be able to continue the aggression on In Your Dream.
Especially with CTM nearby. I've got the Hawk vision as well, so they see there's no extra reinforcements. In Your Dream's actually still sticking in the tree line. Yopaj, I got another Hawk to scout him out. But quick fingers with the rage into the TP, so the lifesteal will make it away in regards to Polo-san. He does not have that same capability as Boom will pick up a kill on the Wyvern and look to transition this for the tower.
Dire's middle tower.
Looking to get transitioned into CTM, taking a few of those tower hits, just wanting to make sure that the creep wave survives for as long as possible. And that ends up costing him his life with Alacrity. Hit the backstab. You're going to be able to get FBZ slowed down here. So, well, I was about to say an easy light strike array able to land it onto him, but eventually you'll clean up the kill regardless.
What are we getting up to the other side? So In Your Dream's just swap lanes at the moment. It's going to combine with Mizu to get the kill on Timzo.
I trust my end.
Okay, looks like they'll chase him down. Something recently.
Oh no. I blame you if it's that's that issue. But we've got a smoke coming out here, multiple stuns. You've got Jokam, who's going to be able to pair it together with Alacrity, not needing the Finger of Death for it though, and they're still going to be able to clean up the Helm of the Dominated creep. So a lot of valuable money going through for Polo-san.
Here we go. We can focus up now. Boom, looking for a smoke. Yopaj, the blink reveal will jump straight on top. Let's kill onto Jokam. No messing around it. Probably were more happy if they could get a pick off on a core. This could be a way to break it open a little bit now. Palace probably still needing defusal considering the...
Polo-san.
Ooh. Polo? Hawk did just expire, but he was underneath vision. Arctic Burn's already on cooldown as well, so... Maybe get the curse off. TPs are coming through. Let's have a buyback to rejoin, but Boom, they've heavily committed in their position, and Mizu will just drop the Ravage. There's no way to keep alive the Tinies. Well, CTM tried to put an attempt in. The relocate just not fast enough, but still, they're trying to come in the area as Palace still has the Aegis advantage for another 50 seconds, but they're sticking around at the moment. They've compromised their own position, however. There's still Palace is left behind, lose himself. The IO, it didn't drag him away. Mizu gush up in a couple of seconds. Alacrity so fast as well, but it's going to double back. It won't chase down the Bexy Racer. We'll see what they can look to do with it. But Alacrity and Jokam, the only two heroes for Galaxy Racer down bottom, and Alacrity's in trouble. Toss up into the air. It'll give them ample time to have the follow-up control thanks to FBZ, and Yokam's about to pop up through the ward position, and she's got the Arcane Rune at the ready. Quicker fingers though from Jokam. We'll get him back out to safety, but that's a big kill to find considering Alacrity was top of the net worth.
That's true, and it's just like, I've talked a few times now today about the snowball and flow-on effect. And
This
a little bit deep here.
Jokam, they'll drop the Ravage. CTM's going to try and charge up the relocate. They need to hold it back with the Hex.
Nice Hex.
Jokam, beautiful timing. Can they still go through him? CTM, nonetheless, has got so much sustain for the Ursa. But it is not enough, so they'll kill him off. Curse will give them time to reset, but Yopaj, all the AoE damage in the backline gets rid of both the supports. They're looking for the escape avenue. Tide infests it up. Boom. Gonna be cautious how long they stick around considering he's back alive on Alacrity. Looking to try and chase down CTM tether up to the northern side. See, just the control is not there with the Ravage on cooldown and no assistance from Jokam, so Boom. Meanwhile, I like this play from Boom. They're gonna smoke instantly as 3. Looking to head to the opposite side of the map considering they always have this relocate factor. Put a blink in from Yopaj. Still Inkswell, toss away. It'll break the soul bind, but he needs to get rid of the silence on the Tide. We'll be able to do so. The Ravage is ready and waiting for Mizu, but he hasn't found an opening just yet. But the rest of the team, they're too far on the back line to be able to utilize the ultimate. In fact, it was still on cooldown, so nonetheless, they just lose the tire. They're going to lose the rest of the heroes as well, as Polisson has to sacrifice his life. The Cold Embrace will only delay the inevitable. They're in your dreams, speaking on over. Infest giving you some bonus help, but it'll pop out. Recognizing it's just not enough, and off for Boom. And what a play from them. That smoke instantly looking to connect, and now they can lead that into the Roche pit.
And that's on the back of the Hawk as well. The Hawk is the thing that enabled that team fight. It was placed just to the right of where the Sentry Ward is inside of Radiant's triangles. So gave complete vision on the back lines there. FBZ, the information he's providing, 2 huge cooldown things on, on the sidelines. Like, they can just then group up and look to push on the top side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The one area that Palos might be, I was about to say lacking a little bit is levels, but that's just compared to the rest of his cores. He's level with In Your Dream, and they've been able to pick off Paulson. That is one of the best high ground defense tools that you've got.
Yeah, FBZ is going to jump in as well.
Relocate, coming in.
He's got the BKB. Let's see if he's going to have enough time to get it off. And now with the backline, there's the relocate. They'll jump instantly on top of Yokam, so dealing with both of the supports, but they've got to be cautious. You cannot group up for Mizu. He's raiding the rings. They're doing a great job to stop the Blink Dagger. They didn't bring back Palos as well, but still they've got at least 3 heroes behind him.
I just don't think...
A team that can play off the back of the Aegis timer. It's, I believe, a minute, about a minute 3 seconds left.
This would be a big kill, though.
See if Alacrity can get it. Mizu's going to join as well. Okay, this might give them an opportunity. Down for 40. Relocate as well as on cooldown for 40, so... if he wants to buy back and rejoin, they won't have that option. Again, Yopaj, my god.
Yeah.
I just, when, there are no games it feels like where Tiny or Yopaj is just not taking over. This guy is just on another level.
Well, he creates so much space for the rest of his team, and, the only time he'll, straight up quote-unquote carry a game is on his TA, but he's doing a lot to kind of go away from that point with his Tiny performance. He's been the tower hitter. He's been the... These Hawks, though. That range is too big. I'm sorry. It is way too big.
Has he got a Hawk talent? No, not anymore.
Depending on how long the Roche respawn timer is, but...
they need to hold a high ground. They got refresh on Mizu. See if they can play around the area. Get the jump once again on top of the Winter Wyvern. Palos not bursted down this time, but Palos going to jump in forward as well. With the Infest health, is it going to be enough to be able to get the Winter's Curse off? It is. Now with the Ravage on top of the backline as well, but Mizu, he needs to find a secondary use out of it. The first one's done nothing. As the rest of Boom can now just overwhelm Galaxy Racer. They'll bring down Alacrity. They're looking for In Your Dream next too. A force up from Mizu, looking to reposition the carry, but they might just go through it before the Rage Heap is out. They'll do just that. Yokam to fall. Mizu's next. A nice blink timing, but inside the base they go. They want to look to put 5 in the grave. The buybacks are available. Still haven't seen the second Ravage too, but it is all Boom in this game 1.
Yeah, I mean, the Tiny, he's not going to be very careful about his positioning, because with that BKB picked up on Yopaj, he's got the status resistance talent as well. He's not afraid about going in super deep like this.
Palos? CTM, still nearby, of course. And they'll get the full set. Dude, this Hawk. Exactly where they are. Do not go up that higher ground. A long wrap around. But Mizu's showing this needs to be the surprise on the big Ravage here. They'll jump on forward. Hex is out. They'll drop the Ravage. Not actually just yet to the last second. Can they burst him down? The tentacles clip on the eye. Ursa Palos doesn't get the relocate back to safety. A beautiful curse. They'll catch out the eye. Oh, the Centaur! And actually stop this right clicks to finally get the kill, but he's got the buyback rejoin. The fray doesn't matter. The net worth fleet, it's too high, as Boom will just overwhelm them once again by the triangle. The voice lines are out. It looks like the game is in the bag. You got to ban the IO. Get rid of it. This here, in regards to his KDA, he's just stalking In Your Dream. Trying to catch out any of the stragglers. Life still. Make it back.
Dire are scanning.
You got the
it feels like you need literally the perfect Winter's Curse. Combo that together with the Ravage. They're going to do their best on Galaxy Racer. Oh,
And
no.
they'll cut that
Paulson.
away. A nice timing in the infest. Pelos. A heavy commitment. Roars out as well. Gotta be cautious how deep you go. You don't want to compromise your own positioning. The curse locking too, but the Ursa just doesn't have enough damage. The timing from Alacrity a little bit too early as well with the Laguna Blade, and Yopaj just pushing them further and further back inside the base.
Not just Yopaj, you got the Lifestealer Dark Portrait running at them as well. And that's just an extra layer of siege as well for the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower
Last set
has
of barracks
fallen.
left standing.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Yopaj
On
just
last
standing
attempt.
there like a statue in the trees. Ominous.
Mizu's gonna pop. Well, now they can just consistently stop the blink. And Inner Dream just can't man fight. Yopaj jumping instantly, just 2 right clicks. Half of the health from Mizu gone. Full set of barracks. He'll jump in, Ravage. It only controls the Tiny. And you still got CTM waiting the wings. Out to safety he goes. It's territory. They're sticking around. Want to try and have one last fight, but without double Ravage, feels like the hopes.
Yeah, against Mega Creeps is too much. Like, no, I'm not even gonna,
Not even gonna
humor
make-
it. Nah,
Again, dude,
especially not
Yopaj.
now.
This is all the Rockman show. You don't have the Tidehunter for the Ravage effect. And Palos has still got the Aegis as well. He's only down to half health, even after Laguna. They'll push back in your dream. It's a beautiful curse, but the damage from the Ursa, it doesn't even seem to just be enough. Now that Yopaj actually gets involved, I'll kill off the Eye, but it's a 4-on-4. Make it a 3-on-4. They're just trapped inside their base. Their throne's exposed. The G's are dropped them for boom. An incredibly convincing Game 1 performance. So Galaxy Racer to take this game. Galaxy Racer were playing. We're like, hang on, I swear we had the interview. We're like, do you guys know that you reveal the Phantom Lancer because the stun bar comes up? I can't remember if it was them that was interviewed, but I think we have the same thing. We're like, hang on, we think it was them.
It was. I remember talking to KP about it, and he was like, "Wait, what? Really?"
Oh yes.
So,
Yeah, that's vaguely familiar. We see this lane's going pretty. Oh, I mean, if Mizu gets another bash, that's first blood. Oh, Mizu. We've seen him on the Spirit Breaker go ape. I mean, he was like top of the net worth at the end of the game. Yeah, Zhao, you played a couple times.
yeah, and it always seemed like he was just a little bit too
Radiant structures are
oriented
fortified.
towards the rest of his team, whereas Mizu, he realizes, look, I might be playing the Spirit Breaker hero, but I'm still a core. I need to make sure that I'm maximizing my farm.
Alacrity? Oh, wait, there's a man fight going mid at the moment. Paj. He might turn back. He's got abilities back up. Waning Rift Orb isn't enough. Plays around. But the cost regen and Alacrity will find it. Oh, that's a big kill.
Well, we've got our own.
Top lane. This time they'll get some revenge on FBZ, or will they? CTM's IO's keeping him healthy enough, but one more swing of the Great
Now he's a slow
Sword.
boy.
Now CTM back out and away. Meanwhile, Tims is trying to make a rotation mid, see if he can catch out Alacrity. Both level 6 at the moment. Yopaj looking to use his to more avail.
Just looking to try and protect the runes for now. It's going to be a regen as well.
Is
That's
that-
Alacrity.
Cool. 4 deaths for Tims. He's not having a game here like he did on game 1.
Relying on as much on the rest of the team to start the plays to happen, and then charge through to the back of the team fight to make sure that he's dealing with all of these PL illusions.
Global Signs dropped.
There's the global.
First of the game. Mizu collapsing on Yopaj underneath the tier 1 tower.
Tower is
And
under
this is a bit more of an impactful kill that they avoid. So if CTM needs to, he can just relocate them out to safety. It, of course, cost him his life in the long term. He hasn't done it just yet. They'll break the
Radiant's
tether.
bottom tower has
He's not
fallen.
even a relocate Palace out. Just join him in the loft. No, they make an attempt on in your... Okay. In your dream? Coil drop. Oh, Tims misses. This might be time now for... Again, he misses. Oh, no, it's really not Tim's game. It's the artillery raining in from afar. They completely wasted the Rolling Thunder in your dream. He's also laughing as well as he claims the kill and gets the stack. This is all...
BZ, with that freshly picked up Blink Dagger, and he's not really joined by anyone else.
You can't
but-
kill Lackery, I don't think.
And even with the illusion, they're going to spot that they're standing behind here. They're going to attempt it.
Okay, the relocate,
Relocate's
Alacrity,
coming.
Tornado out. Does he have the ghost? What a tornado! Yurkem, an even better stun. They've got no mana, no escape, and now they're all gonna crumble. As they'll kill off the Tiny, the Penguin to join. As soon as they answer the mid fight, boom,
Dire's bottom tower is
have
under
to
attack.
evaporate from the area. They're looking to try and hunt on forward, and this is just almost similar to what we.
Again, we're in top.
Oh, it just could
Give
be
it a
the
bait.
same thing. Mizu's charging on forward on CTM. Smoke instantly popping. There goes the big cow. Who can they start on forward, however, Mizu hasn't got the damage just yet. They'll lay down the global silence, which does counter out the rolling thunder. So counter initiation finally coming through from Yopaj, but the core is going to be broken. Do they have the detection? Alacrity is in a compromised position, but once again, the artillery being rained on the backline will give Alacrity enough time to reposition, and Mizu's back in your dreams, also going to join him, and boom. They just don't have the damage in the tank on Yopaj. He's going to be cautious on himself as well. A tornado to clip. In your dream will not give him an opportunity to make it to the side, as the Spirit Vessel will tick him through and through. Charge once again, Mizu. This time it's a little bit too deep. FBZ finding the jump. Alacrity doesn't have the infused raindrop this time, so he will end up falling, but in your dream still, God Strength going through all the health pool that Boom have. They'll deal with the Phantom Lantern. Now the Ire combined with FBZ, the next on the agenda. There's Galaxy Racer. The trains are not stopping.
Oh, Mizu Spirit Breaker, you love to see it. That's a full Shadow Blade. Does he have something else coming out to him as well? And now you just need to run all the way back to base, get your mana back, and then come straight back into the team fight.
Oh, no, the miscommunication. The core's now expired mid lane. They're going to look to jump in. Deafening Blast pushing them back. On top of the high ground, though, Palos, he still doesn't have the damage on the Phantom Lance. So for one trade at the moment, Tims is still actually going to opt to charge up the Rolling Thunder. Maybe just giving Boom an opportunity to try and reset their position. But again, the Pengli is finding nothing, and Mizu's back involved. A global silence allowing them to control up Yopaj. Next is FBZ. They are just outclassing Boom. There seems to be nothing they can do in this game. And Alacrity's got Midas, and he's had it for quite a while, so his farm is skyrocketing, and more importantly, he levels too. Well, let's just add it to the ninth
They're even
death.
building into an Aghanim Scepter on Jokem.
Oh, that's... Oh my god, so close. Tim still should go down.
Sorry,
They're gonna
CTM.
TP in. Toss back,
A little
Alacrity.
bit careful, the tether was used.
Compromise his positioning up behind the tower, though. In your dream, just
He's dead.
bringing down FBZ. They'll claim the kill with
Tower is
ease.
under attack.
Mizu TP's back, picks up his Ogre Axe, switches in a Dragon Scale, so he's even harder to kill, and then just charges. The threat of going into a Refresher Orb, but I feel like something like a Lotus isn't even that terrible this game, considering you're going to be up against the puck. So always just to be able to get off the single Global Silence, even if you're under the Waning Rift.
Dire are
It's,
scanning.
Another rough fight. FBZ is not going to make it away, right? Okay. Blink was up in a second. I'm like, hang on. I mean, TP was also already pre-used, but I mean, you dragged all 5 heroes down.
Is under attack.
So
Charging
it's...
top though. Rotations are coming.
I think they relocated here. Yeah, they did. So they're back out to safety. It is
They know where it is.
It's a different game, though, than bottom. Tim's going to charge up the Rolling Thunder. There were a couple of answers top in regards to the Invoker. If they can chain lock down the Sven, but there's the Gobble up still. Snapfire needs to find the location away. They won't get it. Now, in your dream, BKB, Global Science laid out as well. But in your dream's going to be cautious. Mizu, can he provide enough assistance for the Sven to get out to safety or lock in Yopaj? What a beautiful placement with the Sun Strike as well, preempting the bounce back thanks to the Nether Strike. But still, Mizu, this is a big kill to find considering he's flawless at the moment. 569 gold. Do they have a TP cancel? They do not. But we are seeing the difference in this game. Maybe?
It's not even that big of a deal in my eyes. I mean, it's a bit more of a big deal, to be honest, that they're looking to make this play without farming up the...
Mizu, they relocated on top of him. Sven, tried the TP. I mean, they were smoked as 4, but into verse they go. I feel like if no one's TPing down bot, you should know something. It's because Boom had just been avoiding Galaxy Racer. There's no way Yopaj still
couldn't do this, could he?
Oh.
Roshan has
Like,
fallen to the
Boom have just been avoiding Dire. Their pickoff is solely on the Spirit Breaker, pretty much. And if you...
Going into the Ags here now on the Silencer, I prefer that to the Refresher, to be honest. Just the consistent damage that you're able to layer out.
CTM, they look to jump the IO. Heroes are on the back line, but they're not going to try and show themselves to protect the 5.
Dire's
Where's the Ag shot
Yeah.
on the PL? I'm agreeing with you though.
Based rat game, they're getting farm and also trying another pick off on Mizu. A charge up the Rolling Thunder. Oh, they just missed. However, the initial jump, and now this is given ample time for Galaxy Racer to be able to connect. They need to get out of dodge. Tim's with this last duration still. Mizu looking to charge on forward in your dream, standing hand in hand. Cataclysm drop. Should only get them the kill on the IO, as long as the rest of the cores can make it away. But Tim stalk from Alacrity. Oh, is he gonna find him? Tim's?
Perfect
run
line.
straight into him. He's actually still got the Aghanim shot. I believe the tornado would give him some vision. Alacrity, he's got no abilities to use. Tim's got no mana, however. Aeon Disc pop. You hate to see the Aeon Disc pop like that, but they'll finally find him. Mizu giving them the vision, but I mean, gee,
You're gonna say it, Paolo. They finally do get the real charge off into the real PL.
Oh, Scotty, is it going to be enough health? Palos, nice man to dodge. Gets rid of the opportunity for the stun locks there. They're even going to lay down the global silence. So the early use of the Manta won't have a way to get rid of her, but he's actually going to look to send his ground and man fight as the illusion deals it with the backline, but in your dream, cutting off the retreat. A big kill to finally get, as Palos has been ever slippery throughout this game.
He's gone for more. Yopaj, is he playing around his vision? That Sentry Ward is just going to clip onto him there. Ooh.
Nice face shift.
That is some quick reaction times required.
You want to fight me? Come on, brother.
Well,
Let's brawl it out right now. Still got
Aegis,
BKB. Still
only
got Aegis as well.
25.
Will they even get through the first life? Okay, they will. Mizu found the target of Yopaj in the backline, but FBZ,
nice
the toss to safety. Gonna try and get out of dodge here, which they will be successful. So, I mean, the Aegis is an opportunity to just deal with Silencer himself.
Amazing what you found laying around.
I really want Spirit Breaker to have that BKB picked up as well. I feel like that's going to go a huge way towards their team fight. Just constantly be standing in on the front lines with your solid damage. You've already got the spider legs to be able to play around the high ground.
Coming outside the base, FBDs to jump. They bursted through the Silencer, but he's got to buy back if he wants to rejoin the fight. But in your dream, still with Cataclysm combination. They're unable to bring anyone down. A very good start as they're kiting the Sven through and through. Split up fight at the moment. But Palos hasn't been able to lock on target as well. They've wasted the BKB duration, but now final top of the backline. They'll lay it through the artillery. But still, they're going to be cautious how long they stick through. In your dream, a jump in forward. Palace is in trouble. The Manta already used, and the Sven will rip apart the Phantom Lancer. Now, meanwhile, with the backline, Yopaj is trying to deal with the support. The helper Tims is enough to kill the Snapfire. Down for 70 seconds, but still, you've got to be cautious if you feed away too many kills. Boom, they're still sticking by. FBZ looking for the jump. Do they have detection to go through the Spirit Breaker? They do. In your dream, he doesn't have the core strength as well, so maybe they can kite it without the damage and relocate back to safety.
I reckon you got to get out of this.
I don't know if you can
stay on
fight
in your dream. They're just going to come back. No God Strength, no Aegis. Regeneration, though.
Yopaj is a bit away from CTM and FBZ. They're actually just going to look to jump the Silencer in your dream. Back involved. They can't lock onto a target thanks to the beautiful silence to the northern side. Alacrity has found CTM, but the lockdown's lacking until in your dream comes into the fray. So get rid of the ball of light, but still Boom continuing to stick around as FBZ, another jump in, toss away, but in your dream. Incredibly tanky, been able to coil lock. He's forced to stand his ground in man fight. With the back of Alacrity, that's enough. Still with a phase shift, the control is lacking. So they can finally deal with the pesky Sven, but Puck is going to be cautious. Great timing with the Yules. Yopaj is out of there. So a long, drawn-out fight. We still see the issues, though, that you can go... I don't know if they care. I think you have to take a fight in the open area. In a close vicinity like Roshan, it could get too clumped up and difficult for PL to kite. I believe Boom can still defend high ground, too. There's Decider for if Galaxy Racer are knocked down to the lower bracket. I guess we should also highlight for anyone that isn't aware, of course, these boys are still just playing... we don't have the opportunity in your dream. Let's go out Tim's. Aeon Disc popped. It's going to look to try and roll, and Thunder is out to safety. They even lay down the global silence.
Sure if that was needed.
And stopping the TP from Tims. A heavy commitment, though, to get the kill. He's now going to be able to go for the ultimate.
TP.
Is it enough? Oh, tornado timing. So Tims, nonetheless, will sacrifice. But the lanes are shoved out. Oh, FBC's underneath an observer at Sentry. Is he going to burst through Polison?
Of course he is.
Blink up in a couple seconds. In Your Dream slowed as well. Oh, just disjoints. Charging on forward, though. Mizu, he's too fast for the rest of the team. They've got to be cautious. Palos needs to start stacking up the illusions. In Your Dream without boots is very slow. See how he can get kited. Alacrity, BKB pop. They're locked on top of the ball of light. He's got the buyback to reach on the fight. But now with the backline, they're trying to deal with Yokam. Half-life here with the Snapfire. So slippery is Yopaj. They need the initial control, and they haven't found it just yet. With the buybacks coming into the fray, it's a heavy commitment here from Boom, but they're looking to try and take this fight and find an avenue back into the second game. So they've already dealt with the silence of the Snapfire as well, but In Your Dream, he doesn't want to pop the God Strength. In fact, he doesn't even have the mana to be able to do so. So they'll rip apart the first life, and simultaneously up to the northern side, Yopaj, along with FBZ, is targeting Mizu, but now with round 2, In Your Dream, he needs a target. He can't find anyone, though. God Strength, BKB committed to. They have the detection. They do. Your Scepter, last second Dio. You might have to buy back if you lose him here. I don't think he's got a buyback on the Sven. Mizu coming back to safety. They're on top of the high gun. They're going to drive deep. Tier 2, Tier 3. They don't give a damn. Down for 100 seconds on the deck. Mizu's the next target as well. As Boom, they found the avenue.
They're just slowly dying. Alacrity didn't buy back. He had it available. I guess wanting the BKB available for himself, and now you're eventually gonna buy back with this. Sure, but all you gotta do is wait. You know, they don't have anything outside of this Sven now. A little silence, but it feels like you still are lacking the follow-up. He's changed back. He went into the pressure on.
Coil drop. Tims has the follow-up as well. They need every hero they can get. He's got no buyback. So Galaxy Racer will at least make it inside the base. You cannot use Polison. He just bought out for the refresher. Like, this man has to stay alive. You need double global. Without the
you gotta give up this lane of Rax, you gotta wait 15 seconds, and then you gotta try and fight. But I feel like Boom, they're measured enough that they'll be like, you know what, we'll take this, we'll back off, we'll look to play around the top side of the map, take the tier 2 tower, take the outpost away from them, and look to continue pressuring our advantage. But have a look at that win probability graph. It is
Jesus Christ. Alacrity? Well, they're looking to take the fight. CTM. Do have to keep in mind, Boom, they did buyback on both their supports previously. So they'll catch out the Io. Mizu looking to find more as well. They actually don't commit on CTM. Mizu getting a little bit greedy for the +1. Is it going to cost them? They've got the higher gun. Sven back alive as well. So the Io down. It's a lot of the same. The jump on the back line as well. No Pankali. 110 seconds on the deck. Split up fights once again. Palace looking to get involved. In Your Dream getting kited at the moment, but he's still got the BKB. The initial stun lock's there. Can they control Palace perfectly? A doppel out to safety. He's trying to get on top of Alacrity. They got this stun, but they need to follow up. It's not there. Again, Palos somehow playing through the wings of the fight. They've kited the BKB. They're kiting the Sven as well. The toss away back to safety. Is enough. He's stuck in the air. FBZ. A nice attempt to keep him alive, but In Your Dream, Estona to 2, another Yo Scepter, but Mizu consistently locking them through and through, but Palos somehow is out. They're looking to cookie follow-up. In Your Dream hasn't been able to lock onto a target again. Now Palos is back in and involved. He's trying to lock on top of the Snapfire. Yokam just relying on top of the Trista Cloak. There's no way. They even scanned just to make sure that Yopaj should follow up. He's a little bit lacking on the mana. Oh, the gobble up. Oh my, oh my. Upset a barracks. I mean, he's up in 30. A Palace 25, 6k gold in the bank as well, and
it's gonna be against Megas.
Just do have still a set mid. I believe it's ranged, so they won't. See if they
feel like he commit for the range.
In Your Dream just completed MKB. As soon as Palace finished the butterfly backline, oof! Bipolar Son, he's got a buyback. They're even gonna toss in Your Dream, but he doesn't want to commit the BKB too early once again. The save your teammate coming through from FBZ with the toss. There's the buyback. One use of the global silence. They haven't locked onto any of the targets. The Godstrand completely wasted a moment. They just can't lock onto Yopaj. The puck's so slippery. They're trying to get involved. Spirit Breaker, can they do anything? They found Yopaj. They'll bring it down. That's a huge target to be able to kill off here, but now still they're on top of Alacrity. Palos hasn't found an angle in. So
Nice
we're going to try and play
tornado.
the outskirts. We got Mega Creeps as well, but in your dream, the Cleave going to work. The Godstrand soon to expire, so the damage is going to be lacking. But boom, they've lost 2. Now they can target onto Palos, but maybe this is a free fight. Not having to worry about the Godstrand, but that's meaning in your dreams got to be cautious because Palos has got nothing to fear. Mana gone, soon to be health gone as well from in your dream, unless the assistance comes out fast enough. But they know this is the fight for Boom to take it. Buybacks are lacking, the healths are lacking, but the gobble up! I don't know if it's enough. You might just be able to end it. The creeps are inside the base.
You got a glyph, man. There's so many creeps.
Structures are
Oh,
fortified.
it's a little too
Tier
late.
4's gone. In your dream, once again, he's going to look to try and find the tiny bit. CTM, the IO. It's too much to stay in. The G's are dropped and boom. How do they do it?
Oh, that's why you sign Yopaj to your team, because he enables Palas to get a rampage at the